back out.
Did you already start streaming?
Yeah. We can do it later. It's not, I mean, it's like if I snap, you can hear it just like regular. Of course, I switched to Windows 11 too. So that may have jacked everything up. We'll fix it later. Check. Can y'all hear me? Check. Can y'all hear me? Sorry if you hear some background noise. I switched to Windows 11 and now it's like I can hear everything when I'm streaming. So if you hear the background noise, I apologize. Hopefully it won't be too distracting. Joe, I'm doing great, man. Hope you are too. All right, thanks, Timothy. I appreciate it, man. All right, let's get rolling. Let's just get started. So, as you're gonna notice tomorrow, we slowed things down a little bit, and we did it for a good reason. So when I went and got the when I went to the dyno and got dynoed with Dave, I didn't have the velocity stack, and I didn't have my 1650s to put in. So we're still on the 1050 injectors. So that's key to the point why we slowed down. I didn't have the velocity stack and the 1050 injectors. So looking at some of the logs at running those low 10s, high 9s, the duty injector cycle was getting way up there, above 90. I'll leave it. Some of y'all know what it is, but I'll leave it at that. It's above 90. So that's really, really sketchy. Y'all know I love living on the edge. 100%. I live on the edge, but man, my toes were over the edge. so we dialed it back. We didn't really dial it back. I just took off the velocity stack. And the velocity stack picked up 2 pounds of boost, which is kind of crazy, right? I never thought it would pick up 2 pounds of boost, but now it's picking up 2 pounds of boost, which is arguably 80, 90 horsepower, give or take. You get about 40, 45 horsepower per pound of boost. So we're looking at 80, 90 horsepower just from putting on a velocity stack. $25 toy. Crazy. So that velocity stack was pushing my injectors to even more over the limit than what they were without the velocity stack. Even without the velocity stack, they're still pretty high. They're in the high 80s, which is still somewhat sketchy. Not as sketchy as over 90, but they're below 90, so that's good. So we slowed things down just a tad. So tomorrow you'll see we slowed down just a little bit. Yes, Tim. Yep, 100%. We're on E85 pump E85, which is about 80% where I get it, and it's consistently 80% it's 80% per my gauge. Now people have tested it, and it came out 85, 87 and a half. depending on the day. But my gauge, it's literally anywhere from 79 and a half to like 81 ish. So got really good E85 where I get it from. And yeah, Tim, dual pump full return system for level 4 full return system. Yeah, I don't know if it's equivalent to a long runner, because when I was running the 6.4 intake, we weren't getting near the boost we're getting now. I know people will say that how long it takes to get there doesn't make a difference, but now instead of going from the Pro Charger down underneath the bumper, in through the intercooler, up through the intercooler, back around, and then into the throttle body, that was a long way for all that air to go, right? And now it's just Pro Charger, chink chink, one little S turn, and it's in the intake manifold. And that, plus the fact, Mike and I talked about this too, just the efficiency of the TIC intercooler compared to the Pro Charger intercooler, I think has something to do with it too. But so yeah, so there's that. So like I said, Thursday you'll see things a little bit slower, and Bruce, I'll get, I like to give y'all spoiler alerts, so I'll give y'all some spoilers. I'll give y'all some spoilers here in a minute. How many we got? Oh, we only got 5 people in here. I can give y'all a spoiler. I'll give y'all a spoiler here in a minute. All right, Eric, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for chiming in. Appreciate it. Amber, thanks for chiming in. I appreciate it. Yeah, she's... yeah, I know I just talked about going slower, but absolutely car was running fast. 100%. Oh, on the backside of that, I'm going back to the dyno on September 13th. So get prepared for that video. We're going to put the 1650s in. We're going to have the velocity stack on. I'm going to stick with the 3.6 pulley for now because I want to see what it does with the big pulley. With the bigger injectors and the velocity stack. And then probably either sometime down the road this year, maybe I may even wait till next season to put the smaller pulley on and see what happens. So going from 3.6 to a 3.2, they say about a pound of boost for every 1/10 of an inch. So we could be looking at about another 4 pounds of boost. So we could be looking at 24, 25 pounds of boost changing the pulley. Now that's also going to increase the heat that the Pro Charger's making, so we'll have to figure that, we'll figure that out on the dyno. But yeah, we're gonna make soon we're gonna be making some serious power. But thanks, Amber. Yep, car is running great, 100%. All right, Bruce. You asked the question, did I run Jay? Yes. Matter of fact, I ran Jay twice. So it was a really good test and tune day on Sunday. There were very few people there. It was pretty much wide open. So we just kind of made sure we lined up together, and we lined up twice. So here comes the spoiler alert. And also a little bit of testing. So the first run we ran at 10:35, and Granatelli sent me a new throttle body to test to see if it would work. So I had the Granatelli throttle body on there again and tested it with ice. So I filled it full of ice with the Granatelli. We ran at 10:35. That was not against Jay. The second run you'll see is where I ran Jay. Jay was on 10 pounds of boost. I was back on the Hellcat throttle body because the Granatelli it didn't work. It threw codes again. again, I talked to the I talked to the owner of the company, Jojo Granatelli, and he's like, I've sold 100 of these since you bought yours, and no one's had an issue. Not sure I 100% believe that, but he's going to take the 2 throttle bodies I'm sending, because I got 2 of them now because I didn't send the other one back yet. I'm sending both of those back, and he's going to throw them on a Hellcat that he says they have there and test them and see what happens. He did ask me if I was using the blue gasket, and I said 100%. And I torqued it down. I made sure it was tight too. There wasn't any leaks. I can guarantee you that. And he was like, "Yep, just send it back, and we'll do you a refund." So there we go. So I got a refund of my money on the throttle bodies. But I'm sorry, Granatelli, I can't endorse you, man. I can't endorse you because I had a terrible experience. Though they made it right, 100%. They made it right. Gave me my money back, so that's pretty awesome on them. And again, I'm working through HHP. Once I'm going to send the throttle bodies back tomorrow. Once Granatelli gets them, sends HHP that they got them, and then I get the thumbs up and I get my money back. Yeah, Timothy, I was surprised too. On I think what you're talking about is the words are escaping me right now. Happens too often. Happens when you get old too. Words just kind of fly out of your mind and you just lose it. The velocity stack, that was seriously insightful for me. 2 pounds of boost, give or take, roughly 2 pounds of boost. How many pounds are we at? So with the velocity stack, and I got the logs to prove it, the velocity stack on the high end, at the end of the run, we were pushing about 19 and a half with the velocity stack. Without the velocity stack, we were right high 17s. So maybe a pound and a half, 2 pounds, somewhere around in there, the velocity stack adds. So I was about 17, high 17s, 17.6, 17.7 without the velocity stack. Moon tune on the dyno. It's coming, Eric. It's coming. We're going to plop them 650s in there. I'm going to make sure I got the velocity stack. And there's no doubt in my mind we're going to see over 900. No doubt in my mind. My rough guess, with the 1650s, we can add a couple hundred RPMs to the shifts doing that, which gets us to that 876 without the velocity stack. And we throw 2 pounds of boost on top of that, roughly 80 horsepower. We're talking 950, right? Give or take, possible. But my expectation is over 900 for sure. 1100 horsepower, 7% duty cycle. Book it. I hear you, Timothy. I hear you. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get those numbers. Now I got to be careful with the stock HP90. Now I'm not sure how far we're gonna be able to push that. So that's where I'm being a little more careful. Is keeping an eye on the stock trans. Because after this build, I don't have another 7K plus to do a built transmission. That's for sure. Function vents coming soon. Extra cooling is always nice. We'll see. We'll see. Right now, I still got to get the cowl and the hood looking good before I start doing anything else. So we're gonna get probably gonna get a 6-inch cowl. Hopefully that's big enough because I don't want to get an 8-inch one. 8-inch one is way too. It is pretty tall and it's gonna get in the way of my vision. So I want to try and stay around 6. So hopefully that works out and we'll figure something out. Uh, 3 hours away, but Cecil as far as Maple Grove. Hey, I got you, Bruce. I got you. Cecil is coming Saturday. Mason Dixon has Friday night. I'm not sure what I'm going to do this week. I may take a break. I don't know. We'll see what I'll do this weekend. There's Jay. I didn't spoil too much, Jay. Back to running Jay. I'm flipping I'm flipping all over the place. So we did run Jay in the second run. I didn't use any ice on the Hellcat throttle body. And that was another 10.3. I think it was a 10.33, 10.35, something like that. If I remember. Hang on, let me look. So I'm not telling you all wrong. All right, so with the Granatelli throttle body and ice, I ran a 10.35. With the Hellcat throttle body and no ice, I ran a 10.30. So, and the weather got worse, right? So that was first. The Granatelli was first thing in the morning, and then the weather got worse. And I'll have to let y'all watch the video to see who won that race. I'm not going to give that much of a spoiler. And then our second run. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a 10.36 I ran with the Hellcat throttle body and no ice. It was a 10.36. That was my first run against Jay. And Jay was running 10 pounds of boost. And he got a personal best. I'll say that much. I won't say any more. No, I'm getting this all confused. Hang on one second. Let me go back. Granatelli throttle body with ice. I ran a 10.36. Hellcat throttle body, no ice. I ran a 10.35. And then my last run, I went ahead and dumped all the rest of my ice in there because I had a cooler full of ice. So I dumped all that ice in there. It was probably 15, 16 pounds of ice, give or take. And I ran a 10.30 with ice. So ice to ice comparison, Hellcat to Granatelli, I ran half a tenth faster running ice. And I ran 100th faster. I ran 100th faster with no ice compared to the ice with the Granatelli. So that's telling you something right there. Sorry, Granatelli, I can't endorse you. Just not going to happen. So there you go. That's a little bit of spoiler. You're going to have to watch to see who won. Oh, and Jay's second race, he cranked it up to 14 pounds of boost. He got another personal best. I'll leave it at that. And then you guys will have to watch the video to see who actually won. Man, why can't I? Yeah, Jay, I'm definitely gonna be over 100. Mike, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. I don't know what's going on. I can't. It's not letting me scroll up and down my chat, so I know I'm missing stuff. There it goes. There we go. All right, now I'm back. Mike, appreciate the super chat, man. 100%. You know that $5. Well, whatever I get from that $5, because some of that goes to YouTube. Whatever comes to me is going right back into Shake and Bake. And you know what we need? We need some tires. And I'm probably gonna go Hoosier DBRs instead of Mickey Thompsons. We'll go Hoosier DBRs. Give them a shot and see what happens. I'm debating on going 28s or 29.5 tall. So taller, is going to get me a little less than the 60 foot, but it's going to mile an hour on the back half. Or do I stay with the 28s and just run the way I am? I may just stay with the 28s just for comparison's sake too, right? So there you go. Shake and Bake needs some tires, man. Get some more super chats in here. Let's go. help a brother out. Bruce, you're gonna have to, unless Jay comes out and wants to put it out there. You'll have to watch tomorrow night, or you go watch Jay's video. Jay's video is already out, so you guys can watch Jay's video. Matter of fact, I'd prefer you to go watch Jay's video. Don't worry about watching mine tomorrow night. Go watch Jay's. Hey, as soon as we're done, 10 o'clock tonight, don't go to bed. Run over there. Go to 3 Pedal Jay. Go to his channel. 1, go to his channel. 2, subscribe. 3, like that video and watch our races. So you can already watch them. Seems like decent customer service, but 100 throttle body. I don't know, maybe. You know what? The Hellcat, 1, the Hellcat's working. 2, it's obviously making more power than the 105. So maybe 105 is a bit too big for the Pro Charger. I mean, I talked to several people, Mac, Wide Body Mike, Jay. We're a pusher of air, pusher of boost. So how much does the throttle body have to do with it? I don't know. I don't know if another $800-900 going to either Nick Williams or Kong's 108 millimeter throttle body, which HHP uses the Nick Williams 108. Do I put the $800 back into that and get me a 105, or do I use that money that I'm getting back, get my tires and maybe some other new goodies? I don't know. All right, Jay driving home from football practice. Awesome, buddy. 19.5. Sweet. Took him to the. All right, Tim. Awesome. Yep, Jay. That's my expectation. I think I already said this because Mike chimed in there quick. Yeah, I think we're going to be well over 900. I think we're going to be well over 900. So I have the Red Eye one, which I believe is the Demon one. So I'm not sure what it's rated for. But if it's in the Demon, it's got to be rated for at least 840. And then some. But I don't think the 309 is going to be my limiting factor. I think the transmission is going to wind up being my limiting factor here soon. All right, Ant. Taking us to the Shadow Realm. I got you, buddy. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I won't have the 1650s and the velocity stack on by then. But it'll be fun, Ant. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be nice to see you back at the track, buddy. What's the science on dry ice versus ice, regular ice? Dry ice is a possibility, but the problem with dry ice is what comes off of dry ice is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. So as that stuff melts, it puts off carbon dioxide. So do I want a bunch of carbon dioxide coming. Arguably, the water's not coming out of the top, but that carbon monoxide, not dioxide, carbon monoxide. I think it's dioxide or monoxide. One of the two comes off dry ice. So having that spit out into the car is not a good idea. But I mean, dry ice is definitely a thought. Could we try it? Probably. Could we die doing it? Probably not. But yeah, I don't know if I want to try dry ice. I'll just buy a bunch of regular ice and just keep putting regular ice in there. All right, Big Coach, do you have any information on the MMX Hellcat adapter kit for the 6.4? I'm thinking of going this route instead of the Pro Charger. No drag racing, just highway pulls. I do not have any information on the Hellcat adapter for a 6.4. I know they got them for a 5. I would argue and one of these guys may be able to correct me if I'm wrong, but you should be able to use the 5.7 adapter kit on your 6.4 to make that work. Because I believe the heads are close to being the same, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Jay. Bruce, go watch Jay's video. I know, I just didn't want to put it out there. Let him go watch the video, Jay. You gotta hook him with something, right? So I gave him my times. I didn't give him your times, and I didn't tell him who won. So they gotta go watch your video to find out. Mike the Legend, Street Scar Life, you know it. Oh, yep, Joe. I was all right. Joe took the words out of my mouth. Bruce, take the time now, man. Take the time now. Go watch the video. Go watch Jay's video. There you go, Joe. Yeah, I definitely don't want to suffocate, man. That's not something on my list. All right, Mike. Again, appreciate the super chat, buddy. 100% appreciate it. No, I'm not poking at you. My tires are getting bald. They're getting down there. I may have 1, maybe 2 track days left in them. Now mine aren't like Jay's. You got to go watch Jay's video to find out. Now we're talking about tires, so now you got to watch it. Now you got to go watch Jay's video if you're gonna find out what's going on with his tires. But I need tires because I'm running that. I'm getting down pretty close. There you go, Timothy. Cue up that video. Go on over there. Watch Jay's video. He did a good job. He did a real good job. Yeah, Mike. I was kind of surprised that half a tenth difference, and arguably that's a throttle body that's throwing codes and throwing a little flashy red lightning bolt at you. Is that holding it back some? Could be because it's throwing codes. But yeah, Hellcat throttle body, we were rolling. Yeah, definitely 900 plus. There's no doubt in my mind. A matter of fact, even at 6,500 where we're shifting now, we did 836 where we're shifting now. I think we'll even be close, if not over 900 at 6,500 RPM by 68. But we may push it up to 6,800 just because we can. You know it, Bruce. 2 challengers, baby, head to head. Timothy, time for a gear crank driven pro charger. No. That's way, way too expensive. All right, Jay, I'm watching you. And you know Ant, he's sneaking around back here, getting all the information he can get. He's writing all this stuff down. Does a 426 need beefed up suspension? I would argue, I mean, if you're at the track, absolutely, I think you need a beefed up suspension. I mean, even the 5.7 Hellcats 6-bore, I think you need to beef up your suspension, especially at the track. Daily driver trying not to get ticketed for street racing in the track. I hear you, Bruce. I hear you. Yeah, if you're daily driving it, I wouldn't worry about your suspension. To be honest, I mean the stock suspension, for me for a long time worked really well. Wheels away from a retro build. Nice, Timothy. Oh man, I love to see it, buddy. Mike, I think by the time you buy the adapters and etc. for the Hellcat blower, you're pretty close to a pro charger. Could be wrong. Yeah. I mean, you're getting pretty close. But he was wanting the positive displacement blower anyway, so maybe you go for a Whipple. And you don't have to buy the big Whipple. You can buy a small Whipple, a little cheaper. Tries to find someone to buy your Hellcat replicas. All right, buddy. Throw it out there. I'm telling you, someone will pick them up. Lowered all around, front does jump. I know my front jumps all the time. Those 9010s up front, man, it's always kicking back on you. I need 10.5 rims. Rockets are looking good, but 30 offset. Is that right? I think mine are 10.5. My street ones, 10.5 or 11. I can't remember. But the offset, I think, if I'm not mistaken, was -22. I think. And I got 315s on my car. Tim, offsets 30 or 45 on RTs. Entry springs. Cool. Awesome. All right, you guys, you're slowing down in the chat a little bit. I got you, Jay. I got you, buddy. I think Bean's at the door. Hang on. Nope, he must be hanging out in the living room somewhere. Yeah, to be honest, you don't need a good camera. You just need a decent one. I mean, even if you record in like 720. 720 still looks good. Still looks good on YouTube. So you don't necessarily have to have a good camera. I mean, it helps. But yeah, you know me, I use my GoPro. Rarely I use my phone. Yeah, the 9010s, Jay, they're no joke. That's for sure. Mike, yeah, 315s definitely look better than the 245s. That's for sure. Bruce, watch Hemi builds. All right, I'll have to look them up. I got you. I got you, Timothy. You mean better than your phone? Hey, phones work good. There's a number of people out there. Hemi Muscle, he uses his phone. He doesn't have a camera. He uses his phone. If you ever watch his videos, he's out there. He's out there with his phone all the time. You see him like in his dealership Saturdays. You see him in the window, man. He's out there with his phone. So, if your phone records good videos, no shame in that at all. Matter of fact, a lot of people started with phones. I started with my phone before I got the GoPros. Yeah, Jay, it's not necessarily being consistent, but well, I mean, I guess it is being consistent. But just so you're uploading once or twice a week. When I first started, I was trying to get that grind out as fast as I could to get the 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. For me, subscribers came along pretty easy. The watch hours is what took a long time for me. How much boost will upgrade Pro Charger add? So if I move to a F1A94, I don't necessarily think it's gonna add more boost, but it has more airflow. It's more CFM compared to the D1X. Arguably, I could probably add more boost with the F1A94, but it's more about airflow. Logan, much respect. I have the same exact car, just Sublime. I also have the P1SC, and I'm tuned with headers. What all do you think I should do before I install the Pro Charger? So P1SC, I would look at definitely getting bigger injectors. If you're not planning on running a whole bunch of boost, 650s will be good. I would upgrade your fuel pump to probably a 525, and this is just more safety precaution than anything else. But that's definitely what I would do. And then if you're looking power wise, then it's once you get the Pro Charger, then it's all bolt-ons after that. Long tube headers, catback exhaust, the same thing. You can do porture heads. You can, what else? You go to a Hellcat throttle body. Yeah, it's just the bolt on. Once you have the Pro Charger, it's just the bolt-ons to support it. So like I said, Eric, not sure if you're asking me or Logan, but adding a Pro Charger, it all depends what you want to run. They'll give you the pulley. You tell them what you want to run, and they'll give you the pulley to run it. But yeah, I don't think the F1A94 is going to get me much more boost, but it's going to get me a lot more CFM. You watch people build Hemis. All right, Bruce. Just record landscape. That's the key, Jay. You got to record landscape. 100%. And know my pop's work is a lot better. Bad chat. All right, I'll look it up. Yeah, Logan, like I said, 650 injectors and upgrade your pump, and you'll be fine. All right, Tim. Hopefully I'm not getting too much interference. Hopefully not. If there is, it's probably the background noise that I got to figure out how to get rid of now that I'm on Windows 11. I should have just stayed with Windows 10. Everything was working fine. Now I moved to 11 and everything's going haywire. Do you have to add a cam right now? No. No. You don't have to add a cam right now. You can add a cam later. The Pro Charger is going to work just fine with your stock cam. Now, are you giving up some power and maybe a little bit of boost by using your stock cam? Absolutely. But it is going to work with your stock cam. You don't have to have a cam right now. Thought someone checking for radiation. All right, Bruce. Yeah, I know. I apologize for the interference. I really do. Logan, can I run the car in manual mode so I don't have to do the MDS delete? You absolutely can. But if you're getting the car tuned, just tell them to tune it out. You can leave. You can leave the MDS modules in there. You don't have to take those out. It's a good thing to take them out, but you don't have to. You can just turn it off in the tune, and your MDS goes away. So whoever tunes your car when you put the Pro Charger on, tell them to tune. Normally tuners just do it anyway, but just ask them, say, hey, tune out MDS for me. So then you don't have to worry about manual mode either. Decepticons. That's funny you say that, Mike. I've been rewatching some of the Transformer movies the past couple days. Mike, what's going on, buddy? Mike's in the chat. Watch out. It does happen occasionally. All right, thanks, Timothy. I appreciate it. Hey, Logan, no problem, buddy. That's what the chat's for, man. Ask them questions, and normally you get the answers in the chat before I get to your question. But usually I'm pretty spot on with Mike and Jay and Ant and some of the other guys that usually chime in. We're usually on the same wavelength. Sometimes I'm a little off, but usually I'm pretty well on. All right, Bruce, go get some sleep, buddy, but watch Jay's video before you go to bed. Chat troll, ignore all advice. All right, Tim. Yeah, Mike, I wasn't impressed with the newest movie either. I mean, it was good, but just I don't think it was as good as the rest of them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say, Logan, just ask your tuner to turn it off. That's all you got to do. Those crazy $400 or $500 MDS delete kits. You don't have to do that. You don't have to waste that money. I'm assuming there's a severe lack of Megan Fox. There's definitely lack of that, no doubt about it. I do believe she is still alive. What was one of the last movies she was in? I can't remember. The wife and I watched it. Oh gosh, months ago. She was in a movie. Will the G-force axles work with 373 diff? I would stay away from the G-force axles and go with the drive shaft shop. I've heard a lot of people have problems with the G-force axles. Bruce, he's agreeing with me. Lacking for sure. All right, going back and forth here. But yeah, we're definitely gonna have to start looking at saving for a trans in the near future, at least sometime next year if we start really turning it up. There you go, Bruce. Absolutely. Hit the like button for Jay, too. Make sure y'all go watch Jay's video. I appreciate it. I know he'll appreciate it. You go watch his video. ZZZ Racing, 18 PSI stock pre-Eagle, found the limits, bent 4 rods, 266, 0 to 60 on the draggy. That's good, man. That's good. Now, I ran in good weather before the new build on my stock bottom end. I was running 16, 17, 18 pounds of boost. And I ran it for a long time, for about a year. Jay, plug $17 on eBay. Yeah, don't go spending $400 for those crazy MDS Delete kits. You just don't. You don't need it. All right, Bruce, get some sleep, buddy. Go to work in the morning. If you're gonna, when I turn it up, y'all know the deal. All right, Eric, have a great night, buddy. Yeah, just put it on a credit card. Yeah, you got to be careful with that nowadays. Freaking interest rates are ridiculous. Is it really just Eagle or VVT that makes a difference? I don't know, Tim. That's a good question. Yeah, VVT does make a difference. Absolutely does make a difference. Yep, it's just not the port. Yep. All right, folks. Knowledge is getting dropped. Timothy, you got Jay and Wide Body Mike, man, dropping big knowledge. That's all I like about this chat. There's always knowledge being dropped. Here comes that interference again. I can see it. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, now it's gone. Now it's back. You know what? Let's do this. All right. Hopefully that will stop whatever was going on there. We'll see. VVT allows more low-end torque. Same with the variable runner valves and the 392 intake manifold. Boom! Knowledge being dropped, folks. Left and right. I got you, Timothy. I got you. Yeah, I don't. You know what? I'm gonna grab my son after I'm done. If he's not streaming on his oh god, Twitch. So FSP Gaming. I think that's his Twitch. FSP Gaming. He's always out there freaking doing live on Twitch. All right, Mike. All right, now, man, y'all let my video die on me and didn't tell me to run another one. I gotta come up with a new background back here too. Maybe I'll get my boy out here. Oh, I got a soundboard too. That I can start doing clapping and yay-hooing and all kinds of noises. So we'll try and get that hooked up this week too. Maybe this weekend. All right, y'all slowing me down in the chat, man. Y'all gotta keep me going. y'all gotta look. I got the same beard now as I had back then. I was a little bit more scruffy back then. Yeah, I was a little bit more scruffy back then. More boring. You're not boring. You guys always ask great questions and drop a lot of knowledge, but we're just slowing down a bit. Yes, sir. There's Jake. Y'all, go watch 3-Pedal Jay's video. Y'all want to know what happened? There you go. What was the fastest time? So far, the fastest is a 996. Is that what it was? 995 or a 996? I can't remember. Now I'm going back to my phone and look. And go back a few here. 994. 994. I'm pretty sure 994 is the quickest I've been. 994 at 142, and that's that was at Cecil. And then I think I ran another I think it was a 996. 1015. Oh, a 995. So I ran a 996, a 995, and a 994. So there's 3 nines, which constitutes 9-second car. There's something for y'all to take down. I'm gonna change my plate. I've never had vanity plates, but I'm gonna get one now. That's 09 57. Yeah, buddy. I was gonna get 10 sec 57, but I was like, nah, you know what? I'll wait till I get a 9, because I don't think I'm ever gonna get to the 8s. I don't know if I ever want to go that far. That's all the safety equipment. right? If you go to the eights. Which now, if you go 150 per NHRA, you need the neck brace and all that stuff too, along with a cage and a chute. Which safety stuff is out there for a reason, folks. It's out there for a reason. I'm just gonna skirt it right now. I'm gonna make sure I don't do 150. Yep. You got it, Mike. You know it. It was all. I seen y'all going back and forth in the chat. The 170 does it. I can do it. All right, Mike. It's not that it absolutely. There's 8-second challengers out there left and right. It's not that I can't do it. It's just I'm not sure I want to do it. Well, I want to do it. My pocket, my wallet doesn't want to do it. Because once you get down that fast, it's everything. Everything. Timothy, it's not a 5-7. The math doesn't add up, fam. Oh. Yeah, Timothy, I missed that question, man. I'm not really sure. That's a fair question. Not really sure. Jay's saying the math doesn't add up. Jay, it may very well be. You got it, Mike. 149.999. And no faster. You can't go no faster than that. Oh, they hit you up at 148, huh, Mike? You don't disappear, you go to the future. Bronsky, you don't disappear, you go to the future. Yeah, that's for sure, Mike. No doubt. Yeah, I don't know, Timothy. I don't know. That's a good question. Yep. Cage, shoot, and Hans device. 100%. So Jay is saying it's probably a D-stroked BG block. So Jay may have a point. It may be a special built block. $358, $372, $379, $405, $408. 362 to 368 using a 372. Okay. Yeah, Timothy, that's what I'm saying. We need the measurements. For sure. All right, someone do the research and find out what engine is in the drag pack. All right, someone has to go ask Dodge. We need 100% clarification, man. 100% positivity. All right, folks, we're coming right up on that 10 o'clock, and y'all know I love to cut us off at 10 o'clock. So now Timothy just added to his question. 5.7, BGE, or a custom block? So Mike's saying it's a different crank too. All right, folks. Like I said, all right, we're going back and forth about this block. Block, crank, bore, stroke. We talked about it all tonight. We talked about everything. But hey, I appreciate everyone chiming in. Appreciate everyone coming in the chat, keeping us going for an hour again. We got a little slow there for a minute, but then Timothy opened it back up again. Way to go, Timothy! Keep us going. But I appreciate y'all 100%. Jay, Mike, you guys in the chat, Ant, you guys have been awesome. Everyone else consistently coming into the chat. You got Timothy, you got Mike, you got Eric, you got Bruce. I appreciate y'all 100%. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys. But that's going to do it for this one. Tomorrow night, Jay and I race video goes up. So there you go. If you don't, go watch Jay's video first. And then if you want to watch it again, go watch my video. How about that? Watch Jay's first, then go watch my video if you want to watch it again. All right, folks. That is it for this one. Until next time, we'll catch y'all next week. Check out the video tomorrow night if you want to, and we'll see you on the next one. Adios.